Hello, children. Hope all of you all are keeping well. Today, we are going to start a new chapter that is landforms of the Earth's surface. So, basically, the features that is there on the Earth's surface, we will be studying about. So, when we say a landform, okay, it is the study of the Earth's relief, and it is also known as geomorphology. And geomorphology, it is derived from the three word that is geo, which means the earth, morpho, which means the form, and logy, which means the science. So when we study the landform or the science of landform, it is known as geomorphology. And geomorphology, it has a very important impact in the human life. Okay, what impact does it have is the activities that human being do depends on the basis of the landform that is present in the place that they live. Mountain chain acts as a climatic as well as demographic barrier. So how is the mountain chain acting like a climatic barrier is? Say in the case of Himalayas is present in the northern part of India. So that way, very cold wind from the Arctic Ocean does not enter the Indian subcontinent because of the presence of the Himalayas. So it is acting as a climatic barrier. The climatic condition would have been completely different if that very cold wind would be able to enter in India. Similarly, like it is acting as a climatic, not climatic, sorry, demographic barrier as well. That's because demographically also the people who are living in the two different sides of the mountain, they are very different. The way they live, the way they eat, all those are very different. So that way, the mountain, it is acting as a demographic barrier as well. The plains, they are very densely populated. Why are the plains very densely populated? It's densely populated because it has a very fertile piece of land. Not only that, they also have a flat land, so transportational facilities are more in the plains. That's why it's densely populated, and it is a form of landform. Then even the coastal area are being constantly modified. So the coastal area, which is a form of landform, it is constantly being modified. So this modification has brought about excellent harbor facilities, and it provides fishing facilities, and ocean trade is also provided because of the modification of the coastal area that takes place. Since the landform, it is constantly changing, and this change, it is brought about by two types of movement. One is known as the endogenic movement, another one is known as the exogenic movement. The endogenic movement, it is also known as tectonic movement, and it is a force that is originating from within the earth's surface. And when it is occurring at that time, lots of irregularities are created on the earth's surface, whereas the exogenic force, as the name suggests, is originating from outside the earth's surface. That's because it can be because of the work of the river, it can be because of the work of the wind. When the exogenic force is taking place at that time, it is modifying as well as smoothing out the irregularities that are there on the earth's surface. That's why it's also known as gradation. To make it convenient for the people to understand as to what landform is, it has been systematically divided into three orders of landform, that is the mountain, plateaus, and the plain. Let us see as to what the mountain is. So mountain, as defined as the portion of the land surface rising considerably above the surrounding area, surrounding country, as a single eminence or in range of chains. So mountain, it can be a landform that is rising above the surrounding area, and it can be a single eminence. That means one single mountain can also peak, can also be there, or there might be many ranges of mountain. Or in simple word, we can say that landmass which rises more than 900 meters, okay, land masses which is rising more than 900 meters above the mean sea level, that is known as the mountain. And mountain, it is a spectacular or it is watch worthy feature that is rising several feet above the surrounding terrain. And looking at the mountain, we know that mountain, it is an evidence or proof of enormous force or huge force that is taking place, okay, because of which faulting has occurred, because of which folding has also occurred, and that has brought about deformation or change in the earth's surface. So the whole process of a mountain building, it is known as orogeny, okay, and it is derived from the two word which means orus, which means the mountain, and genesis, which means came into being. So the whole system of mountain building, it is known as the orogeny or orogenesis. Again, the mountains can be divided into four important types, okay. First is the fold mountain, second one is the block mountain, third one is the residual mountain, and fourth one is the volcanic mountain. We will be dealing with the types of mountain one by one in the next presentation. Till then, take care of yourself and bye bye.